the questions. Yesterday we have solved 2 questions with respect to compound interest. Let us look into this question. The difference between CI and SI on a sum of money lent for 2 years at 10% is rupees 40. Tell me, when it comes to the calculation of simple interest and compound interest, first year, if you are calculating at the end of 1 year, is there any difference?
No.
Why there is no difference? Why there is no difference?
Principal amount is given.
Difference is not there because the principal amount is the same. Because for the first year, maybe it is simple interest or compound interest, whatever the deposit we have kept or the loan we have kept, and the calculation is happening after 1 year, in between that no transaction is happening. Either debit or credit, nothing is happening. The first transaction would happen only after the calculation of the interest. So until then, no transaction would have happened. So that is why the principal is not going to change in between. For the first year, the principal is same for simple interest and compound interest. For example, I had taken the example of 100 rupees for simple interest, 10, then 110, then 10, it is 120, then 10, it is 130, like that it had gone. When it comes to compound interest, 100, here 10, 110, then 11, 121, then 12.1, so 133.1. So this was the scene, correct? See, only from the second year it is changing. Only from the second year it is changing. First year, no change. But in the second year, what is the change? In the second year, what is the change? This extra 1 rupee is a change. Extra 1 rupee. Here, your liability will become 120. And here your liability will become 121. This 1 rupee extra is the difference. 1 rupee extra is the difference. See, here we are calculating this 10 rupees on 100, here also 10 rupees on 100. But here it is 10 rupees on this 100, but this 11 is on this 110. So for this extra 10 rupees, we are calculating the interest, yes or no? The whole difference is the calculation of interest on the interest, yes or no? We are taking the interest on interest. That is why this difference between compound interest and simple interest after 2 years, first year it is not going to come. If the compounding is happening every year, that means calculation is done every year. So here what will happen? Difference between compound interest and simple interest after 2 years, it is basically the interest on interest. That is, here R is 10%. 10% of 10% would be 1% of the principal amount. Or you can simply write it as R square P. You can write it as R square P. Is that okay? You can write it as R square P. Right? Difference between compound interest and simple interest after 2 years. Anyways, after 1 year, no change. After 1 year, no change. So here, can you tell me, for this problem, what is the rate of interest? 10%. And how many years? 2 years. So can I use this one? This difference is what? Rupees 40 is the difference. So this 40 is nothing but 10% of 10%. Yes. 10% of 10% of this principal. Of this principal. 10% of 10% of this principal. Yeah. So how much that would be if you keep, if you take out the zeros, it will go that side. So P is equal to 40 into 10 into 10, that is 4,000. Is that fine? Now, if you calculate only the simple interest for 2 years, principal is 4,000. Rate of interest is 10%. Every year, what is the simple interest? 4,000 is principal, 10% is the rate of interest. 400. For 2 years, it will be 800. But simple interest, this is simple interest. But for compound interest, it would have been, see, first year 400. So 4,400 is the balance. On that 10%, 440. So first year 400, second year 440. Totally it would have been 840. So that is the scene, right? Done. So remember this one. And while you are writing R, don't just write 10. Write 10%. Otherwise it will be wrong. Right? 10%. 10 by 100 into 10 by 100 you make. Done? Yeah? Shall I go to the next problem? Yeah? The compound interest on rupees 2,800 for 18 months. See here. 18 months. At 10% per annum. 10% per annum. It is not per 6 months. It is for 1 year. Compound and half yearly. That means the calculation is happening at 6 months, every 6 months. So, first of all, your balance is how much? 2,800. 2,800. On this, after 6 months, we are calculating the interest. So, I should take how much percentage into consideration? If 10% for full year, then 5%. So, let's say here, after 6 months. After 6 months only we have to calculate. So 5%, no? 5% of 2,800. How much? Half of it. Take 10% and make half. 10% is 280. Make half. So how do you make 10%? Remove 1 0. Then half of it. Divide by 2. So your liability will be 2,940 after 6 months. After 6 months. Then again, after one more 6 months, that means after 1 year. After 1 year, again 5%. 5% of 2,940. Make 10% of it first. Remove 1 0. 294 is 10%. Then half of it. 147. So this is 3,087. Another 6 months, no? For 1.5 years. Another 6 months. Another 6 months. Half of it? 154.35. So totally it will be 3241.35. Yes? Yeah? 3241.35. So 2,800 is the deposit or this is the loan. And finally your liability is this. So subtract 2,800 from this one. You will get 441.35. Generally, if you had gone for simple interest, generally, without compound interest, generally, 10% for 1.5 years, it is 15%, no? 15% of 2,800 would be 420. Here we are getting 441. So this extra 21 rupees is the effect of compound interest. Or they had asked you to calculate the compound interest yearly. Then for the first year on 2,800, 10% would have been what? 280. So your balance would have been 2,800 plus 280. So that would have been 3,080. But again, when we say the calculation has to happen after 1 year, so strictly we have to follow that time period. Again, for 6 months we cannot calculate. Okay, so better we calculate for each 6 months and get the answer. Okay, so here the minimum time period is 6 months. For that we have to calculate again and again until 1.5 years. Okay, next. A man gets simple interest of rupees 1,000 on a certain principal at the rate of 5% per annum. This PCPA is percent per annum in 4 years. In 4 years. So when they do, when they have given in the sentence simple interest, that is understood. But sometimes they don't give simple interest at all. They will just give, a man gets an interest of rupees 1,000, like that they give. Then also we have to think that simple interest. Unless it is mentioned, we have to take it as simple interest. Okay. Now, see, a man gets simple interest of rupees 1,000 on a certain principal. We don't know the principal. But what is the rate of interest? 5% per annum. 4 years. Now tell me, in 4 years, how much percentage he would earn? 5% per annum. In 4 years, how much percentage he would earn? How much? 20%, right? Every year 5%, 20%, right? So, this 1,000 rupees is equal to the 20% of the principal. Do you agree? Whatever he has earned in 4 years, it is nothing but 1,000 rupees. But that is 20% of the principal. Yes? So can I write like this? Or should I write PTR by 100? Excuse me. Yep. Or, like just forgive me for not doing PTR by 100. Show that much generosity on me. Okay. So here, principal would be 2 ones are 2 5s are. 5 will go this side. Principal would be 5,000. After this, the problem becomes very simple. Now the principal is 5,000. Principal is 5,000. What compound interest will the man get on twice the principal of it? So now twice the principal, new principal. New principal is 10,000 and at the same rate. Rate is what? 5%. So this is a new principal. 5% on it. How much? 500. So liability is 10,500. Then again 5%. It will be 525. So it will be 11,025. Yeah. Done. See, whenever it comes to simple interest problem, no, unless equations are required. For example, P1 plus P2. Only for those questions you have to use pen and paper. Otherwise, try to calculate orally for simple interest. Okay. The simple interest accrued on an amount of rupees 20,000 at the end of 3 years is 7,200. Simple interest, okay? Simple interest. So how much? 7,200. So we have earned 7,200 rupees in 3 years. So in 1 year, how much will earn? We have earned 7,200 in 3 years. How much will earn in 1 year? 1/3 of it, 2,400. Okay, 1/3 of it, 2,400. But on what amount we are earning 2,400? 20,000. So what is the rate of interest? On 20,000, if you keep 20,000 in bank, you will get 2,400 as the interest after 1 year. So what is the rate of interest? Okay, if 10% was the rate of interest, you would have got 2,000. Another 400. See, 2 is there, 24 is there. Here 2, there 24. 2, 24. What is the relation between 2 and 24? 12, no? 2 into 12. Where your, gray cells have gone? Seriously, I'm more worried. I'm more concerned. See, you are multiplying something to your 20,000 to get what? 2,400. I have told you, don't consider the last 2 zeros. So instead of 20,000, consider 200. 200 is giving you 2,400. So you have to multiply by what? And I had given you a clue that if 10% was the rate, then 2,000, another 2%. So here rate of interest is how much? Rate of interest? If you want to calculate, you are free, you are independent, go ahead with PTR by 100. I don't have a problem. Okay? Maybe you will take more time, but at least you will get answer. Don't, get trapped in my way of solving. But my way of solving will save a lot of time. Okay, fine. Then what would be the compound interest accrued on the same amount, that is 20,000, at the same rate in the same period? In the same period, that is how many? 3 years. So we have to go for 3 years here. Yep. So basically, how it would become? Every time you have to add how much percentage? 12%. Yeah, first 20,000, 12% of it, 2,400, so 22,400, another 12%, calculate quickly. Two 688. Yeah. Two 3,088. Yes. Now the real music. 12% of 2,3,088. Sorry, 250. Two 5,088. Yes. 12% of this. Roughly calculate for 25,000. For 25,000, what is the 12%? You don't have to use pen and paper for this. 12% of 25,000. What is 10%? 2,500. Another 2%. 500. So close to 3,000. Try to add 3,000. You have to get the answer somewhere in the tunes of 28,088. But this extra 88 rupees, 12%. This is close to 100 rupees. So another 12. So roughly around 3,012. Roughly around 3,012. Roughly. Yeah. Yeah. But roughly, not to go for those minute details. 100 rupees ka 12% is 12 rupees. So let me calculate. So somewhere your answer has to be here 28,000, here 100. So somewhere 28,100 should be your answer. Not accurate, approximate. Then you look at the answer, the closest answer. Anyways, we have estimated this 100 and found 12%, but it is lesser than that. So our answer should be lesser than 28,100. Our answer should be less than 28,100. This is one option. Only option. Yes. See, if you go on calculating that minute details, 88 into 0.12, so that will be what? 96, and here 96, 1056, so 10 rupees. But approximately around 28,100, and your interest is 8,100. Done? Yeah. Generally, in simple interest, we would have got 7,200. But by keeping it in compound interest, we are earning 8,098. So that is the what? The crux of compound interest. Yes? Next. A man invests rupees 4,000 for 3 years at compound interest. Okay. After 1 year, the money amounts to 4,320. First year, 4,000 he is keeping. So after the end of 1 year, what is his balance? 4,320. What is the rate of interest? $4,000 is becoming 4,320. What is the rate of interest? How much is the extra earning? 320. What is the relationship between 4 and 32? Simple. 4 8s are 32, right? 8%. So your mind should work like this now. 4 8s are 32. So what is the rate of interest? %. Yeah? Fine? Now, they are asking what will be the amount at the end of 3 years. So 8%. Anyways, the first year we have calculated 4,320. Again, don't calculate this, okay? Writing 4,000, again calculating 8%. Don't do that. Now, second year, 8% of this. How much? $340, 5.6, correct? Correct? Yeah. Calculate. 4665.6. Another 8%. First you calculate for 4,600, okay? Calculate for 4,600. 8% of 4,600. So somewhere close to 348. Then 8% on this 60. Somewhere 4.8. So roughly you have to add 353. Roughly. Not accurate. Roughly you have to add 353. Yeah? So add 353 here. Roughly, okay? So 6, 8, 11. So 5018. Or did I make any mistake? Okay, this should be 73. 373. So then that would become 5,038, close to 5,038. So the answer is 5,039. See, in such cases, you have to do the approximation. If you go for exact calculation, it will take time. Okay. some approximation you have to make. At least for hundreds, proper hundreds you calculate. Then for that chiller, above whatever the chiller that has been left, for that you calculate approximately. Okay, done. The compound interest on a certain sum for 2 years at 10% per annum is 525. Do we know the principle here? Do we know the principle? Do we know this one? I mean, rate of interest? Yes. Do we know the time? Yes. Do we know the compound interest? Yes. Compound interest is 525. SI on the same sum for double the time and half the rate. Double the time and half the rate would be how much? Yeah, that is correct. But for that we have to find out the principle, right? Principle. So here what they have given us is what? Compound interest, that is 525. And the rate they have given, time they have given is 2 years. And rate is 5%. We don't know the amount. We don't know the principal, right? So when we don't know the principal, it is better to assume 100 rupees as the principal. Yep. So let us take the principal as 100. 5%, no? 5%, sorry, 10%, I'm sorry. 10%. Yep. So 10% on 100 would be, this is very easy for us now. We have done it 10 times. So again 10% on this. What does it mean? If we had kept 100 rupees, we would have earned 21 rupees extra. Yes. So 100 is our principal, and the compound interest after 2 years at the rate of 10% is 21. But in the real case, how much they have given? So can we calculate the principal now? Can we? 100 rupees would have fetched us 21. So how much would fetch us? 525. Cross multiplication. So the principal would be what? 525 into 100 divided by 21. So 21 ones are, 21 twos are, and 21 fives are. So principal amount is 2,500. Principal is 2,500. Now what they have given? Double the time, half the rate. What will be the effect? If both the cases were simple interest, not compound interest, time is double and the rate is half, what would have been the effect? T is becoming 2t, R is becoming R by 2. 2 get cancelled, no? No effect. No effect. But since it is compound interest, definitely there will be a change. So now the new T would be 4 years, yes or no? And new rate of interest would be how much? Now calculate the simple interest. Anyways, we have got the principal as 2,500 into 4 years into 5% divided by 100. 0000 cancel. So this is 500. Correct? The whole difference is this, no? In compound interest, we are getting 525. That 25 is extra. And here, we are getting what? 500. Yes? So, what is that difference? R on R. R, rate of interest on rate of interest of principal. What is the R here? 10%. 10% on 10% is how much? 1%. 1% on how much? 2,500. That is the principal. So 25 is the difference. Yes. But here the terms have changed. Double the time and half the rate. There we have to be careful. Yes. This I think you can calculate easily. The difference between compound interest and simple interest for 2 years at 8% is 768. So this difference is nothing but, this 768 is nothing but R square P, no? R square P. Interest on interest into principal. So here interest is how much? Sorry, interest rate 8%. Don't write just 8. 8 by 100 you have to write square into P. I don't know. Yes. So P keep this side and shift all the terms that side. 768 into 100 by 8 into 100 by 8. Yeah. So 8 ones are 8 nines are and 8 sixes are 8 ones are 8 12s are. So principal is 1,20,000 rupees. And I am sure at least half of you have forgotten the art of reading the number also. If I have written a big number, then you will start where to put comma, all that thing. Yeah, don't forget that. These are basic skills, you know. We have spent years together for learning the basics of arithmetic and language. Let us not, lose the grip on them. Let us enjoy that process. If you enjoy that process, you will always be, young. Young at mind and young at heart also. You will don't simply get into the trouble. Because when you enjoy those things which you have done in childhood, that innocence will come out. And curiosity, that will come out. That will never make you old. And they will never put you into trouble also. Okay, you will just come out of the trouble just like a small kid. Okay, forget it. Okay, last moment it has happened. That's okay. Understand? So, why I am telling all these things? See, the basic things what we have learnt. It is not just about arithmetic and the language. The values that we have learnt. What have been taught to us when we were so young, they matter a lot. Now you don't realize because you are seeing the entire world and you are becoming hypocrites like there is no value for the human values here. It's there. World is not so cruel. I'm telling you. Yeah, it appears cruel. But when the final balance sheet will come, no? Final balance sheet of your life, then only your good things and your values would count. Okay? Be nice. That is what is required for this, examination or even for life or even for service. Be nice. Be nice to all. Even for your enemies also. Be nice. Don't be harsh on them. Except the examination. Examination, go with the killing instinct, You have to kill it. If you say, okay, this year, okay, next year we'll do. No, this year only. Okay, targets. You have to go with, you should not be easy on your target. You should be very hard on your target. Because the human nature is like this, If the laziness or if that, what I can say, complacency, if it creeps in one day, the next day it will get doubled. Simple. Let's say you are traveling through a bus, and you forgot to wear mask. And you are traveling in that bus to catch the train. You will board the train and you will think of wearing mask. What you will say to yourself? Already I have missed the what? Already I have missed the mask in bus. Already I have taken risk. What is there in taking risk in train also? That is how it is. That is how it is. Yes or no? In the examination also, first 4 questions. Anyhow, you have taken risk. Without knowing also, you marked and filled OMR sheet also. Anyways, this paper has gone. That is how you will understand. Anyways, this paper has gone. So at least you have the chance to improve in 96 questions, no? Reboot everything. And while preparation also. 2021 was very bad. Okay, it has gone. 2021. So I am not ready for 2022. That should not be the attitude. And people who have planned for 2023, that is a different scene. The people who are trying since 2019, 20, 21, you should not give a reason that this year was bad for me and have given up. That is how the like laziness and the complacency builds in. For example, you are regular to exercise. One day you skipped. Next day, it needs a lot of motivation, I'm telling you. It needs, if you are a tough person, then only you will go to. Otherwise, next day, no chance. 2 days gone. 1 week gone. Yeah, it will take on months and years to get back to that original thing. So discipline is one thing. You have to do it on daily basis, with or without your will. With or without your will, you have to do it. It is not just about your preparation, your health, everything in life. It is defined on discipline. More disciplined people will be what? They'll be more happier. Because they are giving 100% of them. They are not giving excuses. Understand? So if this laziness and this one creeps in, no, it is very bad. Okay? So what you do on daily basis, that has to be done until the last day. Until the last day. Getting my point? Until you achieve your target. Whatever may be your target. It is not just UPSC, IAS only. Somewhere in between also. If you have made mind to, clear that one, you should not miss this discipline even for a single day. Just for jolly mood, you will go out. But you have to cut off and come back. Okay, one day you have targeted for, going out, enjoying. Cut it. Again, you have to come in. Okay, festival you have gone. But 2 days after festival, gone. The whole, train has gone already. Train has gone already. You cannot catch that train again. Understand? So discipline is this. Why army is so disciplined? Because there is a danda. There is a danda. That is why they are disciplined. And the obedience is expected out of them. But we cannot enforce obedience here. Because you will talk of democracy. Yeah, you will talk of democracy. If we try to enforce that obedience, no, you will talk democracy. Then we will say, you are paid, no? Enough. You do whatever you want. That is how it is, no? We have the options of online and offline. Even we need motivation, right? I cannot teach to camera every day. You are sitting at the comfort of your this thing. But for making this class, I have traveled so many kilometers. Not today, like last week I had off. I would have done online, no? I would have done sitting at my home. Why should I, come here to Bangalore and do it? Yes or no? Just to, dance in front of the camera. Why should I come? In my house, only in front of my laptop's camera, I can dance, no? But you people, sir, offline, sir, we have paid for offline. You have to come. But here, see the democracy. Yes or no? So this is the difference. This is the difference. It is not about the hot sun outside. It is not about the festival today. It is discipline. Even I have a festival, right? Yes? So, the thing is, discipline is discipline. Okay, anyways, let us not enforce what discipline or obedience here. It is up to you, up to your parents, up to your dreams. You're paid now. That is where we, finally come to. Finally, we boil down to that. That is a very bad attitude of anyone. I have paid, no, you go. That should not be the thing. Why we are here? We are here to, get some result. For you, for us, everyone. We have to do that work. It is not about some commercial transaction. Already we have missed a lot of money by doing preparation for UPSC. Already we have lost that opportunity to earn at all. Now, whatever that we are doing, that is for passion, seriously. Because who will prepare for 6 years and not even earn a penny? So who will do that? So why we are doing? Definitely for our livelihood a bit, but more for a passion. So even that burning thing has to be there inside. For us is what? Finally getting one single digit rank for the institution. That is what is our goal. So when we get one single digit rank, then it is like nobody will ask Mrityunjay also, Manifest also, Umesh also, no one. There will be a queue outside. Yes or no? But for that, we have to work hard. Yeah. One day if we get that single digit rank, that's done. Done for entire lifetime. We can just be sitting at our houses, just direct, recruit so many teachers, direct, let them teach. But that is not. Passion is what? Come here, sweat it out. Yeah. Okay. Without going to philosophy, let us go to next question. A sum of money invested at compound interest amounts to rupees 4,624 in 2 years. In 2 years, 4,624, and in 3 years, 4,913. This is as good as our third problem of simple interest, if you remember. Yeah. At the end of 3 years, one amount. At the end of the 4th year, one amount. What has happened in between? Here, 4,624 after 2 years, and after 3 years, 4,913. Yes. So this is the transformation here. And from the first year to second year, this is the transformation. And from here to here, there is one more transformation, and here comes the principal amount. But what kind of series it is? What kind of progression it is? Geometric progression. Should we add something or multiply something? Multiply something. But from here to here, I don't have anything. I don't know this, I don't know this. What should I multiply? What about this? Again, 2 are unknown. But here, I know 2 things. So what is that multiplying factor? You have to find out. How do you get it? What is this multiplying factor? This divided by this would get me the multiplying factor. Getting my point? If I want to get 4,913 from 4,624, I have to multiply by, let's say, x. So what is this x? We have to find out. We should apply here. We should apply here. So find out the x. X is nothing but 4,913 divided by 4,624. Now the real issue. Real issue is here. You have to divide, no? You have to divide. How do you divide? Apply divisibility. Okay, first try for this odd number. How can you divide this? Can you divide by 3? Okay, go for next prime number. 5, can't. 7? No. 11? Can you? No. 13? No. 17? For that you have to know the tables of 17. 17 2s are 34. 151. 17 9s are 153. No. No. 19. 19 2s are 38. Yeah. Can we? No. Then 23. I know this is tough. And it is one of the toughest problems that we can get. 23, check. 23 2s are 46. Then 23 1s are 23. Then what is the clue? Go for only prime numbers. Because already we have checked 13, no? Why will go for 26? Yes? So 4,624. Try to divide this first because we can divide this by 2, 4, 8. Can we divide by 8? First try to check. Check by 8. 8 sevens are, 8 5s are 40. 8 sevens are 56. Then 8. 8 6s are. Correct? 8 8s are. Okay, divide this by 2. You will get 2 8 9. Here we are getting. Actually, this is divisible by 17. So check for 17 here. 17. 2s are 34. 151. Yes? Yes or no? Then 17 8s are. Then 17 9s are. And here also divide by 17. 17 2s are 34. Then 122. 17 2s are, 122. Then 17 7s are 119. Then 17 2s are. Then again we can divide this by 17 only because 289 is the square of 17. So 17, what? 17 17s are, here 17 ones are 17, then 17 6s are. Yes? 17 ones are 17, 17 6s are. So this multiplying factor is 17 by 16. Multiplying factor is 17 by 16. It is not that easy, okay? So what you have to do now? Take 4,624 divided by 17 by 16. 17 by 16 will go this side. You will get this one. Again you have to divide by 17 and multiply by 16, you will get this. Now, anyways, we have divided by 17, 17. 17, 17 we have divided, it will get 16. 16 into 16 into 16. It is 4,096. Yes, I know this is one of the toughest problems. But you have to analyze the problem earlier. Then you have to skip this in the first round. You have to keep it for the second round or third round. Yes? So here the factor is what? The multiplying factor is 17 by 16. So that is deciding the geometric progression. That is deciding the geometric progression. Done? Yeah? Yeah, this is one of the toughest. Okay. Are we done with compound interest? Okay, there is 80% increase in an amount in 8 years at simple interest. Tell me the rate of interest. You are getting 80% return in 8 years. What is the rate of interest? Every year 10% into 8. Yes? Yes? 10%. What will be the compound interest on rupees, okay? Not off. On rupees 14,000 after 3 years at the same rate. What is the same rate? 10%. But they are asking compound interest. If it was simple interest, straight away we would have gone for 30%. Yep. So 14,000. Here first 10% is 1,400. So this is 15,400. Another 10%, 1,540. It is 1,6940. Another 10%, 1,694. So here 34, here 6, and here 18. 18,634. But the initial principal is 14,000. So subtract that one. 4,634. Done? Only have to be quick in calculation. And this is 10%, no. Only it is matter of addition now. 10%. You are going to cancel each zero and make a percent of that. Yes. The compound interest on rupees 30,000 at 7% per annum is rupees 4,347. The time period is. Just think. You are keeping 30,000 and the rate of interest is 7%. At least calculate in the first year how much you are getting. How much you are getting in first year? 2,100, right? If everything was normal, no compound interest, in the second year, how much you would have earned? 4,200. This is just above that one. So that is the difference of compound interest and simple interest, no? Yes or no? So can we just imagine the situation and tick? Yes or no? Will it be 3 years? No, right? It has to be in 2 years only. Okay, if you want to calculate, you can go ahead like 30,000. First year, 2,100. So balance would be 32,100. Again, 7% on this. 7 ones are 7. 7 twos are 14. 21. So 22 here. So this is 3, 4, 3, 4, 7. So this 4347 is extra. So in 2 years, we are getting the compound interest as 4347. Yes or no? Okay, if this was given somewhere close to 6,400 or 6,500 in 3 years. Yes? So that is how our mind should run, because year calculation is simple. Year calculation will not take much effort. Done? Yeah. Partnership? Yeah, I might take around 1 hour or 1 hour 15 minutes to finish off partnership, because it is simple, one understanding only. Okay. Let's say you and your friend are starting the business, and the relation that you have for this business is called as partnership. Single person cannot have the partnership firm. Single person. It is called as proprietorship. It is called as proprietorship. Only one person is the head. Yeah. 100% is his investment. So it is proprietorship. Partnership is like 2 or more. When 2 or more people come into play, or they want to invest together for a certain period. Yeah. Simple example. You have started, or you and your friend have started together a business by investing 1,000 rupees each. 1,000 rupees each. Okay, fine. And you have waited for 1 year for the business to give you profits. And finally, you got 200 rupees profit at the end of 1 year. So how much you would take and how much you would give it to friend? Sure. Why it is so simple? Same investment and same amount. Same time. And we got what? The same profit. Okay. You have invested 1,000 and your friend has invested 2,000. And if I have waited for 1 year to get the profit, and the total earning is 300 rupees. What would be your share and your friend's share? 100 and 200. Correct? 100 and 200. Yes or no? Let's say you have invested 1,000. Your friend has invested 1,000. You have kept your investment for 1 year, but your friend has taken away the investment within half a year. Within half a year. And at the end of the year, total profit was 300 rupees. How much you will take and how much you will give it to friend? You both have invested 1,000. You have waited for 1 year, but your friend has taken away the investment after 6 months. And finally, the profit is 300 rupees. So, how much you would take and how much you would give it to your friend?
225.
Why?
Because he invested for half it. Half of what he used to get if he invested for 1 year.
Total profit is 300 rupees. You have invested 1,000, your friend has invested 1,000. You have kept your investment for 1 year and he has kept his investment for 6 months. But the profit sharing has happened after 1 year only. Total profit earned is 300 rupees. What's your share? Now already people have confused with 225. Simple, no? You have waited for the time that is double than his time. Yes or no? Investment is same, forget it. Now it is all the difference about the time period. You have invested for 12 months, he has invested for 6 months. You should get double the profit what he has got. So in 300, 200 rupees is yours and 100 rupees is his. Simple. Okay, you don't divide the profit first 150, 150. Then make it half. Okay, one more example. You have invested 1,000 rupees. Your friend has invested 2,000 rupees. You have kept your investment for 1 year. Your friend has taken away after half a year. And finally, the business has earned 200 rupees profit. 100. Why? The investment has doubled, but the time period has halved. It is half. That is why it is what? You are sharing in 1:1. So, through all these examples, what we have learnt? We learnt that for any kind of profit share, the invested amount is important, and even the time period for which we have kept the investment is also equally important. Both should matter. Higher the investment you make, more the profit you get, or more the share you get. Higher the time period you keep, more the share you get. Lesser the time period you keep, you get lesser compared to other person. Lesser the investment you make with respect to other person, then lesser the profit you will get. So basically, the profit what we are getting, or share in the profit what we are getting at the end of the calculation is directly proportional to your investment, that is your capital investment, and second thing is your time investment. Understood? So, simple, in these terms we write the share of profit for the person 1 to person 2, profit 1 is to profit 2, is equal to the investment that he has made and also the time period for which he has made the investment. Similarly, investment made by person 2 and the time for which he has kept the investment. I1 T1 is to I2 T2. You can extrapolate the same for as many persons as you want. Yes? This is the only formula that we use for partnership. It is not formula also. This is just a general understanding. Your profit share is as per your investment and as per your time investment. Done? Is it tough? I is investment in rupees and T is time duration in months or in years if required for days. So always your time is weighed in terms of days or weeks or months or years. Done? Investment usually in rupees. Yes or no? See, I gave you 4 examples. 4 examples between 2 people. There can be n number of examples because your investment would vary, your time period would vary. Similarly, I can bring in more partners, more than 2, more than 3, I can bring in. And with respect to the investment they have made, I can give you different data. And also, with respect to the time period for which they have made the investment, that would vary. Again, let's say after 2 months, one person will take out to the money, or one person will take only half of the money out, or one person will invest more. Like that possibility is there, right? So, as the possibilities build up, even our varieties of problem would build up. But basic thing is this: the share of the profit should go in this ratio only. Yes? Okay? And few more understanding with respect to partnership. I have told you partnership can be drawn between 2 or more people. Yeah? And when it comes to the investment, whatever that we are doing here, this investment and T1, T2, all that thing, I1, I2, I3, T1, T2, T3, it is all calculated upon how much money you have invested and for how much time you are keeping. So here, the human effort is not counted at all. Your money is what? Your money is working. Your money is earning the extra money. Yes or no? Yes or no? When you say you are an investor, you put certain money, right? For example, you have invested in, let's say, some mutual funds. That is also called as investment. Yeah. Are you working for that company? Your money is working for that company. Yes or no? So you will get the profit at the end. But you can work elsewhere also, right? Just by putting that money, you can work elsewhere also. Let's say, without putting into some instruments like mutual funds or fixed deposits or something, you want to use on your own. You want to open one business. While we are calculating the effort that we have put for the business, it is not just in terms of money that we put. Yes or no? For example, here, we are the working partners. We are the working partners. It is not just about how much money we have invested for these benches, this board, this building, this AC. That is money part. We are also putting human effort. No? So human effort, actually it is not part of the partnership at all. Getting my point? There will be some investors, there will be some like partners who will only invest their money for a certain period. There will be some partners who will invest their money for a certain time period. Also, they invest themselves or invest their energy or their valuable time. Yes or no? So, that is calculated separately. Calculated separately in the sense that has to be compensated with some remuneration or some salary or certain percentage in the profit. So whatever that you take like compensation or salary or remuneration or certain share in the profit for being working partner, that has to be subtracted before you calculate your share. Getting my point? Before you calculate your share in the profit, you have to subtract all these expenditures like compensation or remuneration or salary or certain percentage. You have to take out that one, then only you have to calculate. So whatever the calculation that we are making here, this is purely for money. It is purely for money and for the time period for which it is invested. Getting my point? So in this sense, we get two types of partners. One is working partner. That partner will invest money for a certain period. Also, that person will invest his energy or his time into the business. His working partner. Sleeping partner, no work. Just he will come for the annual meeting. Okay, how much profit we have made? Then he will raise question, why no profit? And he might withdraw his investment also. But the working partners would know the real fact. Understand? So that is how there is a difference between the working partner and the sleeping partner. But in most of the cases here, we'll be talking about the sleeping partner only. Just their money and their this. So it is what? It is not fair. If one person is working and another person is not working, it is not fair. And how do you calculate their input in terms of their energy? One person is skilled, another person is not skilled. How do you calculate this one? So that is why usually for the working partner, his contribution is calculated as the expenditure only. For example, whatever the charges he make for his contribution, either it is charged as salary or remuneration or some compensation for him, then the remaining profit will be shared among the investors. Okay, done? Yep. We'll see some problems. Yep. There are no many unlike out of box problems here, but there are some problems where investors are more than two and their conditions of investment would vary. Someone will withdraw some money after a few months, someone will invest extra after a few months. So that small things we have to take care of. Okay, here ABC subscribe rupees 50,000 for a business. For a business, 50,000. A subscribes rupees 4,000 more than B, and B subscribes rupees 5,000 more than C. Out of a total profit of 35,000. This is the total profit that they have earned. And this is the total investment that they have made. A invested 4,000 more than B, and B invested 5,000 more than C. Who is investing the highest amount here? Among ABC, who has invested more? Simple. Who has invested the least? Simple. ABC, if you consider A is the highest investor, C is the least investor, B is the moderate. So that clarity if you have, your solution will become very simple. Yes? Now, A receives. So A should receive more than 1/3? Simple, no? A has invested more. That means he has invested more than B. He has invested more than C. So when we are dividing the profit, he should get more than 1/3. Logical? I don't know the exact amount, but is it logical to give more than 1/3 for A? Okay. What is the 1/3 of 35,000? Around 12,000? Around 12,000. So A should get around 12,000 or more. Yes or no? So that is the way we have to think. So looking at the options, 8,400 is completely discarded. Chances are there that these two are the answers. But let us calculate. A has invested 4,000 more than B. So can I write B plus 4,000 for A? Similarly for B, can I write C plus 5,000? C plus 5,000? Yes. Now, how many equations we have? How many variables? Can we get the third equation? Check. In the given sentence only, can we get the third equation? Think.
A plus B plus C.
Yeah, what is that A plus B plus C? Total investment, no? This is all investment we are talking about, right? A is A's investment, B is B's investment. Yes. We are not talking about the profit yet. Yes. So, one more equation that we can create is
8,000.
B plus. Where is it? So, when you take out these two equations and get any other equation, that is not a new equation. Getting my point? Take any two equations and the form third. It is not new equation, I am telling you. Okay? Getting my point? You have to get one more virgin equation. Yeah. So ABC subscribe 50,000. No, they have invested 50,000. So can I write A plus B plus C, that is investment, as 50,000? Yeah. Now what do we want? Whose share? B and C we don't want. We can discard them. So how do you discard B? When you substitute B in terms of A. So can I write this as B is equal to A minus 4,000? Can I write B is equal to A minus 4,000? Similarly, C. C is what? C is equal to B minus 5,000. Now, again, I cannot substitute B here because I don't want B. So instead of B, again put A minus 4,000. Here, 5,000. So this is A minus 9,000. So now can I substitute? A is A, B is A minus 4,000, C is A minus 9,000, that is equal to 50,000. Now 3A minus 13,000. 3A minus 13,000 is equal to 50,000. Yes. Then 3A is equal to 50 plus 13, 63,000. A is equal to A is equal to 21,000. Yes. A's investment is 21,000 out of how much? When A has invested 21,000, everyone together have invested 50,000. This is total investment. Now what is the total profit? Can we find out? This is A's investment, this is total investment. This is A's profit and this is total profit. Can we cross multiply? A's profit would be 21,000 into 35,000 divided by 50,000. 0000 get cancelled here, 0000 get cancelled. 5 ones are 5 70s are 210 into 70, 14,000. 14,700. Fine. Yeah. See, this is the normal method that we have to do. But when time is not there, you have to like rush. Then A's share is more than 1/3. So his share should be more than 12,000. That is the clue. But here there are two closer answers. Then you have to work out only. So what is the share of A in the total? 21,000 out of 50,000. So close to 42,000 is his investment. Yes, or more than more than 40% is his investment. So out of 35,000, he should get more than 14,000. That is fair for him. Yes. Next. 3 partners shared the profit in a business in the ratio 5:7:8. So here I will put that equation. P1 is to P2 is to P3. How do we get it? I1 T1, I2 T2 and I3 T3. Correct? This is how we get it. This is how we get it. Yes. But what they have given? They have shared the profit in 5:7:8. So they have already given this 5:7:8. And they have also given the time period. Time period. So can I write here this I1 as I1 only without getting any substitution for this, and T1 as 14 months, yes, and here I2, T2 as 8 months, and I3, T3 as 7 months. See, I1 T1 is equal to P. This is like this. So if I get I1, I2, I3 like this, if I want to get this one, then what I have to do? Keep I1 here, take 14 that side. This is as good as what? Phi is equal to I1 into 14. If you want I1, then it should be 5/14. So similarly, here I1 is 5/14, and here this is 8/7, sorry, 7/8. And here it is 8/7. But we cannot keep the ratios in fractions. We have to take what? LCM. So what is that LCM? What is that LCM? 56? Or you have forgotten already? 56. So 14 fours are 56. So 5 fours are 8 sevens are 56. So 7 sevens are 49. 7 eights are 56. So 8 eights are. So this is the, when you got the common denominator, discard it. There is no use of it. Because you multiply by any number to the terms of these ratios, it doesn't matter. Okay, now final answer is 20:49:64. Is there? Yes. Done. Yep. Here, simple thing. They have given P1, P2, P3. They have given T1, T2, T3. We have to just find out I1, I2, I3 in this fashion. Otherwise, if you keep on staring at the problem, you will not get anything. You have to do some jugaad. Yes? Yeah? A started a business with rupees 45,000. B joined afterwards. That means in the starting only A was there. Then B came, joined him with 30,000 rupees. If the profits at the end of 1 year, so when we are calculating the profit at the end of 1 year, they were divided in the ratio 2:1 respectively. Then B would have joined A for business after how many months it is asking. So simple, A here, B here. A has invested how much? 45,000. B has invested 30,000. But A has invested for how many months? How much? Because the calculation is happening after 1 year, that means A has invested for 12 months. What about B? We don't know. So just keep it as a question mark here. But if you take the ratio of these two, profit ratio, what is the profit ratio? Now the whole idea is to equate these equations, equate these ratios. So how it will be? First of all, I have told you A is to B equal to C is to D. You can take out the common factors out of AB. So can I take out these 3 zeros and these 3 zeros? Can I take? Yes. Simple, no? A is to B is equal to C is to D. Can I take out the common factor out of these two and these two? Just like that only I have done. Okay. Now, even 15 twos are 15 threes are 2 ones are 2 6 are. So, finally it becomes 18 is to what is equal to 2 is to 1. 18 is to what is equal to 2 is to 1. 9, no? Do you need cross multiplication for this? 18 is to what is equal to 2 is to 1. So this is nothing but 9. What does it mean? This question mark is 9. What does that mean?
After 3 months.
9 months is the investment period for B. But he has joined later, no? And he is keeping his investment up to the end of calculation. And he has invested only for 9 months. So how many months after the investment of A he has come? 3 months. That is what they have asked. After how many months? But in the option, if 9 months is given, people would tick 9 months. They are asking after how many months he is joining. Though his investment is saying for 9 months, he has joined after 3 months. Yes, done. So like this, the varieties will come. Is that okay? Yeah. A and B are partners in a business. They invest in the ratio 5:6. At the end of 8 months, A withdraws. If they receive profits in the ratio 5:9, find how many months B's investment was used. Here they have not given 1 year. Usually they would give 1 year. Calculation is done at the end of 1 year. Here they haven't given. Yes or no? So simple. Take A and B's investment. A and B's investment is how much? 5:6. But when it comes to the ratio 5:6, I have told you 5x and 6x we can take. Ratio, no? Because this is not the real number. Their investment can't be necessarily 5 rupees and 6 rupees. But in this case, we can assume that 5 rupees and 6 rupees. Assumption only, because we don't want the real number yet. And finally, they are distributing their profits in the ratio 5:9. And at the end of 8 months, A withdraws. So A's investment has stayed for how many months? Then B's investment? We don't know. Now can we calculate? Here again try to cancel. 2 3s are 2 4s are. Here 20 is 2. Not just 3. 3 into this question mark. I am not taking simply X and Y to confuse. I have to write one more line for that. Let us assume that B has invested for X months. When X and Y comes, no, your problem will become more critical. Okay, let us not do that. So this is equal to what? 5:9. Now, cross multiplication. This 3 into question mark is nothing but 20 into 9 divided by 5. Then question mark here. Take this 3 this side. 4 into 9 by 3. 3 ones are, 3 threes are. So question mark is nothing but 12. So for how many months B has invested? 12 months. Yes? They have not mentioned. Now we got to know that B has invested for 12 months. They have not mentioned. at the end of the year? No. Because they can wind up their business anytime, no? They can wait more than 1 year also. Yes? So we should not assume that. Yes? So here, B's investment has stayed for 12 months. That is why he is getting more profit. Almost double of the profit of A, because he has stayed for long. Yes? A starts a business with rupees 3,500, and after 5 months, B joins. Okay? So first of all, A's investment 3,500, B's investment don't know. After 5 months, after a year, they are calculating the profit. So A's investment has stayed for how many months? Yes or no? A has invested 35,000 and the calculation is done after a year. So his investment has stayed for. What about B? How many years? I don't know the investment, but for how many months? He joined after 5 months. So his invested has stayed for how many months? Finally, in what ratio they are sharing the profit? 2:3. Try to cancel this one. 7 ones are 7 500s. So finally this is 6,000 is to what? Equal to 2:3. 6,000 is to what? Equal to 2:3. What should be the answer? You don't have to calculate. 2 times here, 3 times here. So this question mark is nothing but 9,000. Question mark equal to 9,000. Done? Done? Next. A and B started a partnership business, investing some amount in the ratio of 3:5. So initial investment of A and B in the ratio 3:5. C joined then after 6 months with an amount equal to that of B. So let us take C. We don't know his time period or something, but he has invested how much? If A has invested 3 rupees, B has invested 5 rupees. So C's investment would be equal to that of B. 5. But C has joined after how many months? What about A and B? They have stayed for 1 year. So can I calculate? Here I can make this as 1 year, 1 year and half year also. That is not a problem. But let us take 12 months. That is our practice. Yeah, 6. Yeah. Then what they are asking? Okay, this ratio. And when you are cancelling, it is not the cancellation of 2 terms here. You are taking the common factor out of every term. When it is A, B, C, you have to take out the common factor out of A, B and C all. Okay. So I'll take 6 2s are, 6 2s are and 6 1s are. So finally what will remain? 6 is to. Don't cancel this 5 and 5. That is wrong. If one more 5 is here, then you can cancel all 5s. Cancellation, nothing but it is the fight. It is not the fight between 2 terms. You are taking the common factor out. So when you are comparing 3 terms, there can be a common factor among all. Then you have to take out that one. It is not the fight between only 2 terms, mind you. Okay. So it is 6 is to 10 is to 5. Next. ABC rent a pasture Pasture means what? Grassland or a patch of grassland? Yeah. Or grass field? Yeah. A puts 10 oxen. What do you mean by oxen? Male cow. Etu. Yeah, bail. Yes or no? Oxen, ox, oxen. Plural of ox. Okay. And it was very fascinating when we learned the plural for the first time. Ox, oxen. Suddenly. Yeah. Now everything like for even the KG classes now, very smallest of the minutest of the things we are like seeing. Phonics. Have you heard of phonics in your life? Unless you are a literature student, you will not know what is phonics. So basically it is pronunciation, not pronunciation. It's a pronunciation. Yeah. So how we every like combination of two or more letters have to be read. For example, A, how it should be sounding. A. So even for that there are songs. A. So like that. Now only we are seeing it. In our times, like English, for me though it was introduced in the standard of 6th. Yeah, in 5th also it was there. It was just a translation. This is our garden. Idu namma hudota. This was the what? Translation. Only translation. No basics of English. Only translation used to be done. Only in the 6th standard we started learning correct English. Then for us, would, should, could. Everything was would, should, could. Tongue was tongue. All these things. Now, see, seriously, it is kind of a revolution. This is what has to happen. Not just in language, even in the arithmetic it has to happen. That is why abacus has come. No? Abacus, something, Vedic maths, they will be doing like this. We don't know. Seriously, has anybody of you done this one? Vedic maths? No, right? So now, we have to accept these things. That is why the next generation is very sharp. Very, 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 very sharp. But meanwhile, emotionally weak also. Very weak. They can't handle the failure. Because until they come of age, until they get some senses, we have always made them win, no? We have not taught them how to lose. And how to stay when you lose. How to hold. So all these things, even this is applicable to your generation also. Because we fear to fail. You have to taste the failure. You have to, you have to get that kick. You should fail. At least once you have to fail. In whatever the, stage, in whatever the level, you have to fail once. You have taken the path, very right path. If you have not tasted the failure yet, you have taken the right path. That is UPSC's path. At least once it will show you the taste. If you are winner in your first this thing, you are God. Seriously, you are God. You are next level, like candidate, and your caliber is too high. But in life also, once you have to fail. Otherwise, just winning streak, sudden failure, people will not digest. Yeah, they will not take it to this one. Yeah. So first, try to be human beings. Failure and success, all is, okay. All is okay. It has to be balanced. Be good human beings, nice human beings. Don't take too much to heart, too much to brain also. But do your duty 100%. That's it. Okay, oxen, English, children, child psychology. Now to what? UPSC. That is how, we have become teachers. Yeah. Oxen for 7 months, 12 oxen for 5 months. See, here, more the number of oxen for eating the pasture or grazing, more the cost we have to give, no? For example, I have 100 cows or oxen. He has only 10. And we have rented one pasture. Rented means like we have taken one patch of land for rent. Who has to give more share? the person who has more cows or oxen, no? So similarly. But again, here one more thing is counted, that is the time period for which they have been grazing. The time period for which they have been grazing. So here, again, the number of oxen and the number of months they have been put at. So both have to be considered. Here simple, A, B, C. 10 oxen for 7 months, then 12 for 5 months, and 15 for 3 months. Try to cancel out 5 ones are, 5 threes are, and 5 twos are. When you are taking the 5 as common factor out, you have to cut it across all the terms. Now, look, 14 is to 12 is to 9. 14 is to 12 is to 9. Is that fine? 14 is to 12 is to 9. Now they are asking what? How much should C pay? So we want C share. What is C share? Out of? If B share is 9 here, what is the total share? 14 plus 12 is 26. 26 plus 9. If the total bill was 35 rupees, then C's bill would have been 9 rupees. So as simple as that. But what is the real charge? 175. 9 by 35 is the fraction of C share. Then 175 is the real share. 35 ones are, 35 fives are. 5 into 9, 45. 45 is the share of C. Done? Okay. A and B started a business, investing 20,000, 50,000 respectively. A here, B here, 20,000. Then 15,000 here. Respectively, after 6 months, C joined them with 20,000. What will be the B's share in the profit of rupees, total profit of rupees 25,000 earned at the end of 2 years? Here they are calculating for 2 years. So A's investment is staying for how many years? 2 years. So let us not write in months. Let us change. Let us learn new things for 2 years. B's, C, after how many months he has joined? So what is in terms of number of years? 1.5. Can I write 1.5 here? Yes. So 3 zeros cancel from everywhere. And try to cancel with this 2. 2 ones are, 2 ones are, and 2 tens are here. And cancel with 5. 5 twos are, 5 threes are, and 5 fours. What is the final ratio? 4 is to 3 is to 4 is to 3 is to 3. Yeah? 4 is to 3 is to 3. But what they are asking, what is B's share? B's share is how much out of this? 3 out of 10. But what is the total profit earned? What is the total profit earned? 25,000. 0, 0 get cancelled. So B's share is equal to 7,500. So this is B's share. B's share is equal to 7,500. Is that fair? Yes. But here you have to be bit careful while cancelling. Our mindset will be to cancel only 2 terms. That is not correct. You have to take out the common factor out of all 3 terms. Done? Okay. Next. A and B entered into partnership with capitals in the ratio 4:5. A here, B here, 4:5. Let's say 4 rupees and 5 rupees. 4 rupees and 5 rupees. After 3 months, A withdrew 1/4 of his capital. After 3 months. So he is keeping this 4 rupees for how many months? How many months? After 3 months it is changing, I know. But this 4 rupees he is keeping for how many months? 3 months. Let us see. Up to 3 months what happens and after 3 months what happens. What will be his investment after 3 months? He withdrew 1/4 of his investment. Earlier, how much was his investment? 4. Now what it will become? He is withdrawing 1/4. Earlier he had invested 4 rupees. Now he is withdrawing 1/4 means what? He is withdrawing how many rupees? 1 rupee, no? So what will be the remaining investment? 3 rupees. So 3 rupees is in remaining. And B withdrew 1/5 of his capital. Again, he is also keeping for 3 months. But he is withdrawing 1/5. So out of 5 rupees, he withdraws 1/5 means how much will be remaining? 4 rupees. Then the gain at the end of 10 months. Here they are calculating for 10 months. Already we have calculated for 3 months. How many months are remaining now? So this 3 rupees is for 7 months and this 4 rupees is for 7 months. You cannot cancel here because this is for 3 months. This is for 7 months. You have to add both the things. Then only you can cancel. This is for 3 months. If we had taken only the calculation up to here and we have shared the profit, then we would have cancelled them. Only if you had taken only 7 months, then we would have cancelled. But we are combining whole 10 months profit, no? So we cannot cancel here. We have to make the sum of all these. 5 into 3, sorry, 4 into 3, 12. 3 into 7, 21. So this is 33. Then 5 into 3, 15. 15 plus 21, 28, sorry. So this is the profit ratio of A is to B. A 33 and B 43. Now total profit is how much? 760. So what is the share of A? I won't calculate. What is the share of A? Total profit is 760. Share of A is how much? 33 out of? So 33 rupees out of 76 rupees is A's share. Out of 760 rupees, what is the share of A? Out of 76, A's share is 33. Out of 760, what is the share of A? 76, put 10, you will get to 760, right? Similarly, put 10 here, put 10 here. 330 is the share of A, 430 is the share of B. So that is why your eyes have to be wide open. 33 and 43 will add to 76. Getting my point? 760 is 10 times of 76. So even the share of B or A will be 10 times of the values here, 33 and 43. 330 is the share of A and 430 is the share of B. Done? Yeah. So here A's share is 330. Next one. A, B and C enter into partnership 7/2, 4/3, 6/5. 7/2, 4 by 3 and 6 by 5. First of all, I have told you, we can't keep them in a normal this thing. I mean, like fraction. We have to convert them into what? But let us read the question. If need be, we'll go ahead and calculate. After 4 months, A increases his share to 50%. I mean, his share by, it has to be by, okay? After 4 months, A increases his share by 50%. By 50%, okay? If the total profit at the end of 1 year be 21,600, then B share after 4 months. So everyone is keeping for how many months? When we are calculating the profit. So B is keeping for how many months? C is keeping for? A is varying. So for first 4 months, his investment is this. For next 8 months, his investment is increasing by 50%. Now see, his earlier investment was 7 by 2. His share is increased by 50%. 1.5. So instead of writing 1.5 here, can I write 3 by 2? Instead of writing 1.5, can I write 3 by 2? Just for ease of the calculation. So we have to add this one. Here there is no need of addition because already 12 months calculation we have done. So 2 ones are, 2 twos are here, 2 ones are, 2 fours are, 2 ones are, 2 twos are. So 7 twos are 14 and here 7 into 3 into 2, 42. So totally this will be 56. What about this? 3 ones are, 3 fours are. This is 16. Correct? And here 72 by 5. 72 by 5. 56 is to 16 is to 72 by 5. But we can cancel. 8 nines are. See, while this term plus is there, we cannot cancel. Only when we get a single term, we can cancel. Here 8 nines are, 8 twos are, and 8 sevens. So here this is 7 is to 2 is to 9 by 5. But I don't want this fraction. So take the LCM as 5. 5 sevens are 35. 5 twos are 10. And finally here 9. So final ratio is 35 is to 10 is to 9. 35 is to 10 is to 9. But what they are asking? B share. B share is how much? B share is 10 out of 54 into what is the total profit? Okay, fine. 6 nines are, 6 threes are, 6 sixes are. Then 9 ones are, 9 400s are. 10 into 400. It is 4,000. Yes. B share is equal to 4,000 rupees. Yes. Only thing here, this calculation you should know. For 4 months, 7 by 2. For another 8 months, 1.5 times of 7 by 2. Then you have to get the ratio. Then you have to cancel. Then you have to convert that fraction into a whole number by taking the LCM. Okay. A and B invest in a business in the ratio 3:2. if 5% of the total profit goes to charity. So this 5%, do you calculate the share in the profit before deducting this 5% or after deducting this 5%? Let's say your firm has made some profit and out of that you are giving some charity. Then you will think of what? Sharing the profits. So this 5% has to be deducted first, or after the calculation of the profit you have to deduct? Well, first. So this charity is also kind of an expenditure, because from the firm you are giving. It is not like I am atheist, I don't give this one. From firm it is going. It is going for charity. So A and B would invest in the ratio 3:2. But I want to create one more scenario here. If your profit is 100 rupees, then you are giving 5% to the charity. How much will be remaining? So basically, you have to share the profit among these 95 rupees. Getting my point? Yes? Now, they are telling if 5% of the total profit goes to charity and A's share is 855, then the total profit is how much? So 95% of the total profit is shareable, right? Shareable profit is how much? 95% of the profit. In that, what is the profit of A? 855, but fraction. What is the A share? 3/2 or 3/5? Never make that mistake of 3/2. So 3/5 of the shareable profit. Yes. So A's profit is equal to 3/5 of this shareable profit. Yes. So what is that? 855. This is equal to 3/5 into 95/100 into P. 5 ones are 5 19s are. So everything goes this side. P is equal to 855 into 100 divided by 19 into 3. Try to divide this 855 by 19. 19 ones are, 19 fours are, and 19 fives are. 19 fours are 76, 9 will be remaining, 95. 19 fives are. 3 ones are, 3 15s are. So this is totally 15. Profit is equal to 1500. Okay, done. Writing this term is very important. He gets 3/5 of the profit, but the entire profit we are not sharing. Only 95% of the profit we are sharing. Yeah. So A's profit is 3/5 of 95/100 of P. So here P will be 1500. A started a business with rupees 52,000, and after 4 months B joined him with 39,000. At the end of the year, out of the total profits, B received total rupees 20,000, including 25% of the profits as commission. So B is not just the sleeping partner, he is also working partner. So for working, how much share he is getting? How much? 25%. So shareable profit is how much? So in the entire calculation, after we do the calculation, 25% has to go to whom? B. For managing. Okay. Shareable profit. So this is the shareable profit. So out of this, we are going to divide then. Correct? So let us see what is the ratio of their profits. Now, A is investing with 52,000. And after 4 months, B invested 39,000. And they are calculating at the end of 1 year. So A has invested for how many months? B has invested for 8 months, because after 4 months. Here 000 get cancelled, fair? Yeah. Then 4 3s are and 4 2s are. Correct? 3 1s are, 3 13s are, 13 1s are, 13 4s are, 2 1s are, 2 2s are. So finally it boils down to 2:1. So the ratio of profit has to be 2:1. If A gets 2 rupees, B has to get. But according to the shareable profit, how much is the shareable profit? 75%. In this 75%, how much should go to A and how much should go to B? Simple. 100 rupees was the shareable profit. 100 rupees was the profit. B has taken 25 rupees for managing. So in 75 rupees, what is the share of A? I am making the problem simple by giving you one amount. Now 75 rupees is the shareable profit. What is the share of A? 50 rupees. Share of B? Simple, no? So out of all these things, 50% should be received by A. 25% should be received by B. This is for their investment. 50% for A, 25% for B. But B is entitled to take salary also, or cost of operation, or for putting his energy into the business. He has to take what? He has to take another 25%. So if you take the end of the calculation, A will be getting 50% and B will be getting 25 plus 25, that is also 50%. Because B has put his time, energy, money, everything. He has put only the what? Investment for a certain period. Got it? Yes? Any confusion? But while understanding this 25-25, this will get confused. Think of 100 rupees. 25 rupees for salary of B, gone. 75 rupees is remaining. That has to be divided in the ratio 2:1. 50 rupees is A's share. 25 rupees is B's share. Here you should not fight that A is also getting 50, B is also getting 50. But B is putting his extra time and energy, right? Yes. So finally, they are telling B received total of rupees 20,000. It includes what? Everything. It includes profit. It includes even his salary or compensation or remuneration, whatever. Then, what amount did A receive? Same, no? 20,000. So in this 20,000, 10,000 is for managing and 10,000 is his share in the profit. 20,000 is entirely A's share in the profit. Nothing for managing the business. Understood? Yeah. Last problem. A, B, C jointly thought of engaging themselves in a business venture. It was agreed that A would invest rupees 6,500 for 6 months, B 8,400 for 5 months, and C 10,000 for 3 months. So simple, calculate their ratio first. A is to B is to C. A is to B is to C. 6,500 for 6 months. Then 8,400 for How many months? 5 months. Then 10,000 for 3 months. Cancel 00 from each. And try to cancel out. 5 ones are, 5 20s are, and 5 13s are. Be careful while cancelling. Don't cancel only 2 terms, cancel 3 terms. Then 3 ones are, 3 28s are, and 3 2s are. 2 ones are, 2 14s are, and 2 10s are. So finally, the ratio is 13 is to 14 is to 10. 13 is to 14 is to 10. Now, hold on. This is not the final thing. They are telling A wants to be the working member for which he was to receive 5%. What does that mean? A will get 5% first, and shareable profit is 95%. The profit earned was rupees 7,400. Calculate the share of B. What is the share of B? B share is 14 out of 37. 14 out of 37 into 95% of the profit. 95% of the profit. What is the total profit? 7,000. 0000 get cancelled. Already you are having good relation with 37 and 74. 37 ones are, 37 twos are. So multiply 14 into 95 into 2. 14 into 190. $2,660. See, 19 is very critical number, okay? That is the last table that we want to learn. 19. Yeah, 19 has some notion in our mind. Oh, tough. That is why most of the problems will be associated with 19, 17, sometimes 23, somewhere close to that 25 mark only. But 23, 19, 17, even 13, they are most probable, what? The prime numbers which will come into our calculations. Done? So 2,660 is the, and this is the toughest that can get. 5% separately, then 95% is the shareable profit. In that 95% also, according to the share of investment of A, B and C, their fraction would vary. So this fraction into 95% into the profit, you will get their individual shares. Done? Yeah. So tomorrow we'll take profit and loss. So in profit and loss, again, whatever the concepts that we have learnt, especially percentage, ratio and proportion, and even up to some extent, this mixtures and allegations. Like, we use all these into the profit and loss. And also, we get many varieties of problem into profit and loss. One is normal problem. Cost price, selling price is given. Then find out the profit percentage, loss percentage. Second type is about, they don't give selling price and cost price. They will simply give you the number of items which have been purchased and which have been sold. Upon that, we have to calculate profit percentage or loss percentage.